wouldn't you know, it's Sunday, it's 8 p.m. Central European Time, and it's the European Ham Radio Show. Welcome, everyone, all of the hosts and all of the viewers. How are you guys tonight?
Fine.
Good.
How are you?
It's hot, it's sunny in Bavaria, so everything's okay.
I'm sure you could give some to Kjetil and he'd be happy about it.
Well, it was nice and hot today. 16
I
degrees
can
Celsius.
give you 5 degrees minimum extra on top of whatever you're having.
So today it's our start of our 5th season. And we had a bit of discussion because not everyone among us understood how we do seasons, but it's spring and then fall and then spring and then fall. Every spring and fall is a season with a little bit of overflow into the adjacent seasons.
Seeing as we're the European Ham Radio Show, can we do some autumn seasons as well?
Yeah, and winter?
Yeah, we could probably do. Never mind. It's season 5 though, which is
we're as serious as ever.
Do them by numbers. That took us 1 minute and 33 seconds before we went sideways. And I'm a little bit far behind on my Ham Radio Workbench episodes, but some in one of the not quite new episodes I heard, they also had a record on going sideways really quickly. So we're proud to be part of that club.
They do refer to them as rat holes, though, and I think we call them
tangents.
Tangents. Yeah. Completely.
That depends how close we are to the subject, I think. But they did as well. We should have Vince here doing kind of a scoreboard on how many rabbit holes we're going into.
Having Vince is always a good idea. We should invite him, even if we don't do the tangent count.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk a little bit later on who the guests are, or who we've already have booked for season 5, and we have some available slots. So perhaps we should try to squeeze Vince in there. Let's see here. Ham Radio Moment of the Week, just to get back on topic here. Tobias, any Ham Radio moments this week?
Ham Radio weekend. I got 2 videos out yesterday. Another iteration on that Eternal and Fat Halfwave Transformer box that I can't stop fiddling with, but I hope I'm homing in now on a, well, in quotes, final design. But now I'm already thinking if I build a 1-4 Unknown, then I need a different box because the cables come out on the different side. Everything ends up on the same side of the toroid, right? So I need maybe a different box for a Unknown. What else? There was a video about a Drake A1 or R1 that I filmed at Friedrichshafen that I finished editing, and thanks to Bob for suggesting some extra subtitles for the German section. And then I went out on a POTA today, so I managed once in a blue moon to switch on the radio and try to make some contacts. So,
and how did you do?
Not brilliant, but I'm never doing brilliant. But the G90 is very nice, and I think the bands looked quiet. And when I saw a signal, I could always decipher it, even if it's just S2 or S1, right? So I was happy with the G90, even though it was not maybe the best day for a POTA activation.
No,
have you activated in phone or in digital?
Only SSB. I don't have all the cables for digital. So.
And Tim comments season 5 preview. Yes, we know, Tim. We're here. Glad you're here as well, Tim. Sorry about that. That sounded a lot better inside my head than it did coming out.
It usually does, Martin.
Yeah. Likewise, Kjetil.
What?
Anyhow, sorry, Tobias. Keep going.
Right, and having some problems with my Shack PC as well. Apparently, the BIOS battery is completely dead. So whenever I power it on after not being switched on for like 3 days or so, it takes like 5 minutes to detect all the hardware and power up. And then it also takes the default memory profile for the DDR RAM, so the slowest one. So it's really annoying. And this is a mini ITX motherboard. So unfortunately, I have to completely disassemble everything in order to access the BIOS battery, in order to have a chance to replace it. So I saved that for another day. I had it open today and I thought, nah, the weather's too fine. Let's close it up again. I'm not doing that today. Yeah, so that was my, ham radio / computer moments. That's why I'm also to BIOS today. Yeah, if anybody realized that yet.
I think it's too small for people to notice the slight difference between an A and
you have to embiggen me briefly for people to appreciate
let's
it. Yeah,
go ahead and do that.
Yeah, see, I'm to BIOS today.
To BIOS today, yeah. Jürgen, you've been refurbishing CB radios this week.
Yeah, indeed. That was a project. It took longer than expected just to paint it, and if you do a paint job, then you have to wait till it's dry, maybe give it a second layer, and so on and so on. Yeah, it's a nice old Zodiac Swiss company from the 80s, Zodiac CB radio, handheld CB radio. It had a lot of scratches, and it was I have it since I think 15 or 20 years now. But due to these scratches, it looked ugly, and I never used it. And I thought, hey, it sounds like a good project. Let's refurbish this radio.
Yeah, I'm so terrible at painting everything, Jürgen.
Me
I'm
too.
just getting, the first coat. It looks always the best after the first coat, and then goes downhill from there because I'm too impatient, and then I use too much paint, and then it sticks or it smears or it's terrible. This is something that I just can't do. Doing
as
a proper
I mentioned,
paint job is
as I
really
mentioned
difficult.
in the video. I said, luckily I'm not a painter painting someone's house because I'm very bad doing this. And I think it was on Wednesday, I wanted to print an antenna winder on my old, Kjetil is already smiling. On my old Ender 3, what is it, S1 Pro, which did a great job in the past. It's doing a great job again because I had to tweak and set everything from scratch, and now it's working again. But due to my poor impulse control,
which printer did you buy?
and the internet. I bought an P1S, a Bamboo Lab P1S.
Nice.
And oh boy, that's you can see and you can feel that there are 10 years or so between those two printers. That's a beast.
Yeah.
I know. I had that feeling when I had my first Anycubic print 40 minutes after opening the box. And my old Ender 5, I think I used 2.5 weeks before I even made my first print. So, things have certainly moved forward in the 3D printing world.
Yeah, and it was on discount, so only 699 euros, including shipping from Germany.
With the AMS or without?
With AMS, 499 without
that's
the
a
AMS.
good price, yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
price.
$699. That's about $815-ish for our US viewers.
Yeah,
So that's a good price.
that's a really
And
good price.
I was thinking about what should I buy, the X1C or the P1S, and then I watched some YouTube videos, and all the German YouTubers said it's not worth the 500 euro price difference. So I thought, okay, I have to ask Kjetil, but it was too late. It was already too late. When I asked you, Kjetil, I
You
already
already ordered it.
of course.
We've
That
all
happens.
been there again.
Usually at 4 a.m. in the morning after a lot of internet research.
Yeah. And yesterday morning we did we spent some hours, till noon, at the Red Cross Club station again, preparing everything, routing the cables, installing the rotator and so on. And because very soon we have to assemble our OptiBeam and bring it up to the tower. So that will happen in the next maybe 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know.
I will ask you in a week or two how you like the P1S, because I'm also pondering an upgrade. So either the P1S or the KD Plus 4. And if I really feel rich, then the Prusa Core 1, but it's a bit older technology, but upgradable for the next 10 years probably.
I can tell you the following, Tobias, that after having bought one of the cheapest multicolor 3D printers out there, any printer will be a huge improvement.
Yep.
I think so, yeah. I think the Z200 is not a bad machine that I have, because it's a complete metal housing. Yeah, it's basically welded and it has linear rods on all sides. So it's really, I mean, the mechanics is really great, but it's just from, I don't know, 2017 or 2019. And things have moved on since then.
That was my first test print. I think, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe less than 10 minutes. I do not remember. And I got hooked, and I printed a Benchy and some other stuffs, and I got hooked. I mean, the print quality and the speed is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
But this is going slightly into our topic later as well, I think.
Yeah, indeed.
But one thing you can do there, of course, is upgrade the electronics. We are tinkerers, right? And the old ones, they are so easy to switch out electronics. Just another project, Tobias. Just extra parts to buy.
Exactly.
Documentation to read.
For my copious spare time, when I don't know what to do, then I'm repairing Bob's radios, and then I upgrade the printer. And yeah, I'm not getting bored.
I see we get some questions about printers here. We'll get back to some of that later on.
I think that's next week, isn't it?
It is next week.
I remember
next
the
week
planning sheet. We have the 3D printing episode, so maybe we should save the big tangents.
We should probably do that
for next week.
Is it just me, or is Kjetil frozen?
No,
Yes,
he's just
He's frozen.
Yeah. Or he's very concentrated on the monitor.
And sitting still.
Am I moving again now?
No. You
Okay,
turn your camera on and off, but you got the same still image.
Can
back.
you hear me?
Yes,
Which is most important, because I sound better than I look.
you kind of look a little bit disappointed in the point where your frame froze, though, Kjetil.
Okay, what about now?
Still look disappointed.
Okay, I'll rejoin, and so do board first, and then I'll
we'll do Bob's ham radio moment of the week then, and then Kjetil will join us again.
Yep. I'll try and share a screen then.
Yep.
Let's see. And it worked. Pretty nice. I think I said that was maybe before we started the stream. And it's the first day in a long while, but it's not raining and it's not too hot to do anything outside. So I took the opportunity to put the roof rack on the car. I spoke about this 6 months ago, I think, when I actually bought the thing. And that thing, there's a really bad picture because there's lots of dark things in the background there. But the thing is almost 1 meter 80 centimeters long and about maybe 120, 130 wide. So it's a huge roof rack on top of the caddy. That was it's good to have that done. So now the caddy is, I just need to create some rather big holes in the roof for cable.
How many antennas can you fit on each of these rails?
Many.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. And so that was a big win. I'm gonna try and enlist some help to cut some holes in the roof for antenna cables. And we'll see how that turns out.
I don't think the part about actually cutting the holes is the worst thing. Sealing them after you put cables through might be a tad bit worse.
Yeah, I bought these boxes that you buy for camper vans to put wiring for solar panels. I have 3 of those with 2 holes in each. So that's 6 wires. That should be a good start at least. So
And you are aware that campers usually leak as a sponge.
what?
Campers usually leak a lot, so
Yeah. That's we'll see how it turns out. That's
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
should
too worried.
drill the holes in the back where you can put a bucket underneath. No, just kidding.
I can put a drain inside if the
yeah,
if it
just
all
the
in a row
hose
and
going
put a
out.
drain.
The
Yeah.
drill another hole in the bottom of the car, and you can just have a drain going through it.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Is my
excellent.
camera stuck again?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
So that was today, and let's quickly. I'll just mention 2 really fun things. This is a packet on its way from the UK, which is the FT. Is it X1 or 1X?
The expensive new Yaesu.
Yeah, the really nice 705 killer maybe, with the 100-watt amp. So it's supposed to be here on Monday.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And just as if that wasn't enough, there's another package arriving on Monday, and that's the S-BidX. I don't know if you heard about that, but that's the it's from the creator of the Z-BidX. But this is a 25-watt radio with a bigger screen.
Yeah.
And that's arriving on Monday as well. So I'm guessing Monday is going to be a pretty good day in the ham shack. And lastly, I was just going to mention when we talk about what I did this week, I created an inline power pole voltmeter. And there's also a video if you're interested in seeing how you build such a thing. But I actually ended up, let's see if we can, if I stop sharing.
Yeah.
And how do I begin myself, Morten?
You press the solo layout button on your little screen on the bottom.
There we go.
Yeah.
I actually ended up creating no less than 6 of these. So I figured I'll give exit solo layout. I'll send some to my co-presenters, and I'll
Thank
keep one
you.
for myself. And
Thank you very much.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
the last one we can raffle off. So if
I am working on it, Bob. I am setting up a giveaway tool thingy at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
So
to,
I can talk a little bit
celebrate
about-
our successful monetization, right?
yeah, and that's a good point too. We got monetized this week fully by YouTube, and that's thanks to you guys, the viewers.
Yep.
absolutely.
Yay! Thank
Yeah,
you.
So that's
Thanks
1,000
so much.
subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over a year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last 300 or not 4,000 subscribers. No, sorry, 1,000 subscribers in total and 4,000 watch hours
Watch
in
hours.
365 days.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's the watch hours that are a bit tough, especially as a live stream only channel, right? So it
Yeah.
took us a while.
And I am gonna present what you have to type in the comments. It's hashtag Bob's Power Meter. I'm not the one that makes stuff easy. We'll flash this up on screen, and we'll do the drawing towards the end of the stream, I think, so we can get as many people as possible joining the Bob's Power Meter giveaway.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I still have those comparator ICs on my desk, Bob, where we wanted to build these LED thingies. I still haven't tested them if they're authentic or if I got just nicely painted fakes from AliExpress.
Yeah, me too. I have. Did you get the dual inline ones with I think 14 pins or something?
No, I think I got the
strip
8-pin versions. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, right.
I have to basically, in theory, the thing should be good enough for up to 21-volt power, right? According to the data sheet. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I will do that and see if I see smoke. Yeah. I'm not doing anything with them. I just put it in a socket and apply power and see if smoke rises. And then we know if I got the fake ones or if I got the proper ones.
Yeah.
Or
so
if you
I've
wired
got-
them, or if you wired them wrongly.
Speaking about smoke coming out, I watched, I don't know which channel it was. I just clicked through YouTube videos yesterday, and it was a guy fixing an old CRT TV, and there was literally smoke coming out of that TV when he put power on it.
Yep.
So the fixing didn't go well, or
that was before he fixed it, and then he started fixing it and made it work in some way.
Okay.
And I figured I am not going to attempt at doing what he did, but it was fun to watch, though.
CRTs are deadly. There's high voltages in there. You should
Yep.
know what you're doing before you start fixing that, I think.
Exactly.
I mean, probably less deadly than a real cathode. Sorry, you're talking about CRTs. I was thinking about repairing LCD monitors. They also have switching power supplies at the back, but less lethal than CRTs.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that was my ham radio week. I'm guessing I'm handing it back to Kjetil this week.
Yeah, you are.
Yes,
Go ahead,
unless I'm frozen. So for me, I was at the cabin on the way home from Bornholm, so I basically just lazied and ran a few FT8 on Digimod QSOs there on different bands, so that was nice. But today I went out doing POTA and SOTA. I went out to an island and was a new POTA out there, and there was a SOTA I hadn't activated since 2020. So I decided to do those, and that was quite nice. I managed to get Tobias in the log, Foxtrot 4 Juliet Sierra uniform, and Lima Alpha 2 uniform Sierra Alpha on 2 meters. So got some people that's active over in Discord, and maybe some others as well in here. So that was really
I
nice.
think I actually got the author of Polo in the log while logging with Polo. That was fun.
Yeah. For those who do not know, Sebastian, Kilo India 3 Delta, he is in Europe at
2
the
Delta,
moment.
I think.
He's in Europe at the moment. He operates in Spain this year or today, and on Thursday he's going to be in Belgium and doing a POTA there. So good chances for everybody to operate.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was good to get him in the log.
Yeah.
But of course, he didn't realize who I was. I mean, it's just one of millions of call signs. So
that's why the fun little list of operators and so on can be added there. Also, I agreed with Charlotte to Mike 0 Lima Victor Yankee that we're going to go to the RSGB convention together, and which is in October. So that is going to be fun. She's going to have a talk over there or be on a panel, and I'm going to be there and be just lurking around and doing other things. So that's going to be fun.
Asking difficult questions during the talk, I'm guessing.
Of course. That is
if you
so
know
nice.
what's good for you, you ask very easy questions.
Yes.
No, just kidding.
So that's going to be fun, and flying over to London, and it's a place called Milton Keynes, which I always thought was in Florida, but is apparently outside of London.
Is it Keys or Keynes?
Keys.
Keynes.
Milton
Without
Keynes.
without the N.
Oh, all right. Yep.
Yeah. When is the DX Commander Factory Day? Is that around the same date or time? I mean, that would be fun to pop by there.
That would be really nice to actually drop by there and see.
Yeah. Tim probably knows. If he knows, he can tell us when that is.
Yeah, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of familiar faces there as well. So that is going to be fun, and just traveling around and so on. Other than that, very little radioactivity on me this week.
Yeah, but you actually managed to put some radio in, though.
Oh yes, and some filming for once.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to the video, Kjetil.
Well, it's going to be a boring antenna review, and it's going to be unsponsored, just to piss off the guy who complained that I did unsponsored reviews, and of course because I can't get sponsors.
And we have a new member. Joachim, welcome. Thank you very much. Soon our StreamYard license will actually pay for itself.
Amazing. And remember, hashtag Bob's Power Meter if you want to win an epically created power meter.
I am going to put that up on screen so everyone can see. Hashtag Bob's Power Meter. 13 people have entered now. There's room for more of you guys.
Yeah.
Yes. If you do win, you get to choose between yellow or red LEDs.
Yeah.
I have 4 of these with call signs on the back for my co-presenters, and 2, one with the yellow and one with the red display that does not have call signs on the back. So Yep.
Nice. And I just want to say, I will not do the drawing at 13 entries because there's some mental block in me with the number 13. So we need at least one more.
Yeah.
Hashtag Bob's Power Meter. Remember that, guys. Yeah. But nice ham radio week there, Kjetil.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks. Looking forward to hearing what exciting things you've been up to, Martin.
I have been doing very little radio and a lot of ham adjacent stuff. I've been editing my 5 Papa Zero Tango Alpha logs and got them sent out, so we can get that all figured out. I've been writing an editorial for the Norwegian Ham Radio magazine. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Starting a presentation about 5 Papa Zero Tango Alpha that I'm holding on Thursday. Stian says we forgot about the all-in-one cable. I know, Stian, it's right here. So whenever you're ready. And besides that, I did a video, which not a lot of you guys have seen, on SSTV over PMR 446, which, not a lot of people saw that. It was fun. And James, it's not Wago power meter, it's Bob's power meter.
I think they're making a point that they want a Vago version, so I'll take that under advisement.
Yeah,
Yep.
But that was a really fun video, Martin, with SSTV memes, with some views from Bornholm, I think.
Yeah, from Bornholm. Yeah, I also edited an hour-long YouTube video, which I didn't think people were going to see, but people actually saw that. So that was fun. Showing some of the madness from Bornholm and 5 Papa Zero Tango Alpha. Charlotte asked if that presentation will be streamed. No, it will not. We barely have internet at our club shack, so sorry about that.
Will also probably be in Norwegian, right?
It will be in Norwegian. And by starting to work on that presentation, I have the first slide ready, which just says 5 Papa Zero Tango Alpha and the logo. So I still have a little bit to go on that presentation.
But we live in modern times. You just click Copilot to make the rest of the presentation, and then you're done.
Let's see. And then I went out to do a PODA today with terrible band conditions. I went out to do a QRP PODA. And took the G106 and figured I'd do a Digimode only PODA a little bit because I really want to just test and see that everything works. And it worked, but stuff happens when you're near a salmon fishing spot and you kind of erect your little dude next to your car. That can kind of be you raise a lot of attention, let's put it that way. Everyone thought I was fishing. One woman actually started asking me a lot about how many salmon I've caught this year, and I had to tell her that it's not that kind of fishing.
Did you have the spool 10 thing, or the one with the fishing winder thing on it as well?
I did not, but I had an NFED half wave that due to some logistical challenges and bringing a different backpack than usual, I had to improvise a lot. So the wire was hanging kind of low across the parking lot and was kind of a little bit nervous every time a car came up to park.
Yep.
Besides that, a woman came by and her husband was a ham, or her late husband was a ham. So that was interesting. She thought that was interesting.
Did she ask if you could contact her husband?
No, she did not. So I guess that's, and I got this nice hat from my own merch store. And to be honest, I cannot recommend you guys shop at my YouTube merch store. I need to not use that supplier anymore. It took me 6 weeks from the point where I ordered this hat till it arrived in the mail. And it was not cheap either. It's good quality though. Stitching is really nice here on the logo, but 6 weeks? That's way too long. And I guess that's the ham radio moments of the week for me. Not really a ham radio week for me per se. I'm just trying to find a comment from Marin here, Whiskey One Girl. She asked if she should do worst impulse buy. There we go. Might be a show there. Best and worst impulse buys. And no, Marion, we can't do that because Bob will be spending all of his money once we start talking about stuff like that.
Yeah, he'll just order everything.
Yeah.
But before we move on, there was one part of the activation today which I forgot to mention. The POTA thing, because this was at the beach area. And there was a young-ish guy there waiting, and he was like in his early 20s. He had very nicely, like a shirt, very nice blue deep shirt, and a huge bouquet of roses. And he was so nervous, checking his cell phone all the time. And he did like test runs when he walked over and grabbed up the rose, like in practice to give it to somebody and something like that. It was so amazingly fun to watch.
So you got inspiration?
No. There's no need for that.
Let's see if Charlotte agrees on that. Charlotte, feel free to write something in the comments.
She already got roses.
Yeah, she probably wants a bouquet of antennas. That's the problem.
I tell my wife that as well. You got roses once. Apparently, that's not good enough.
The funniest is when you buy roses at a shopping mall and you see couples walking around and you see the woman just staring daggers at her boyfriend or husband, like, why am I not getting roses? You are dead.
So you're the troublemaker buying roses when women watch.
Yes.
My wife is doing it the right way. She buys herself roses, and then I say, "Oh, I bought nice roses for you today."
Ah.
So, but that's not the topic. Roses are not the topic of today's show, strangely enough.
Before we start the topic, I have a slightly related tangent that I wish to. There's that one, but there's another one because in our Discord we now have this very nice thing that when some people spot themselves, it turns up in the Calling CQ channel in the Discord. And I'm not quite sure whose call sign that is and how you can get your call sign added, but maybe whoever knows that can share, because I think that's a very cool functionality. And
yes,
more of our viewers would add their call sign, or I wish that we would add more of our viewers' call sign or whatnot. Because everyone in the community should have their call sign in that thing, I think.
And Steve actually posted I think it was in the Calling C channel
yes.
here, how to do this. You type /add call and then the call sign.
I think at the moment it's only moderators or admins that can use that command. So we have to
which is a good thing, to be fair. But if you want to have your spots come up automatically for now only for Parks on the Air, then maybe in the future for SOTA as well, that could be very nice. Just tell us and we will fix it.
Yeah. Any one of us, you can just do a DM in the Discord and we'll add it for you.
Absolutely.
And Charlotte has her answers, Martin.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Thank you, Bob.
That's a strange spelling of radios.
Yeah.
Yes. Throw in a bit of yarn on the way and she's happy.
Yeah. Steve says that soda is coming very soon.
Very nice.
And Renee wants to be added, so I'll try to remember that right now while you guys talk, and I'll try to add him. See if it works.
He is already added.
Okay. Did you do it right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then it's today's topic after only 33 minutes and 52 seconds.
Fantastic.
And Umar wants to be added. LB3 Whiskey Kilo, I think it was.
Wasn't it LB9 Whiskey Kilo?
Just add all the numbers with the LB and Whiskey Kilos.
No, it's LB3 Whiskey Kilo is Umar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe he does POTA as well.
And you need to roll with a lot of numbers to run that command. So yes. And guys, please, sorry. I see a lot of you people want to be added, but let's do it in Discord. Send us a message in Discord. That is a lot easier.
Yes.
Let's see. We have a very nice. We sometimes talk about that we don't plan, but we actually do have a nice spreadsheet that Jürgen fixed and made it actually readable. And we've actually put things in the spreadsheet this season. So first of all, you can see that from October 19th, we have a lot of free spots. So you're welcome to come with suggestions in Discord on who you want to have there, or if you want to be on there yourself. But we'll start off next week with ham radio and 3D printing. And I thought that was kind of a fitting subject because 3D printing has been kind of the theme on the Discord this summer. A lot of people have gotten their first and second and third and fourth 3D printers during the summer and kind of revived their 3D printing careers.
Yep. I think that's going to be fun. And we also see a lot of people doing designs to BIOS, I think, is making something really nice.
Yeah.
Board does some stuff. I do some stuff. Jürgen does some stuff. Everybody does some stuff.
I have a couple of designs that I haven't uploaded yet. So,
and I think we have a group on Thingiverse European Ham Radio Show. So if you can add your designs there or share it with the community, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think it's we've had that topic once before, and I think it's time to revisit that because I feel that 3D printing and ham radio is getting somewhat of a revival. It might just be because my YouTube algorithm tells me that a lot of people do 3D printing at the moment, but it feels like that.
It may have something to do with you both releasing videos on it and making something, and it will show you the same. But there seems to be a lot of people making, for example, NFED boxes the same as Tobias is making. I've seen quite a few channels doing roughly the same nowadays. So it's kind of interesting to see it goes in waves like that.
Absolutely. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, at least next week, that a 3D printer is one of the most useful tools you can have as a ham.
Yeah.
Not only as a ham, in general, yeah.
Yeah. So we can do a lot of fun.
My 3D printing story started when I needed parts for the camper, which I couldn't get anymore, and I figured I'll design them myself and 3D print them. Little did I know what kind of uphill battle that would be the next 3 weeks. But
what parts did you need to print?
I needed handles for my kitchen sink, and in order to get the handles, I needed to order an entire sink with handles and faucets and everything.
Yeah.
And a 3D printer turned out to be cheaper than actually buying all of that new.
Yeah,
that's what you think going in, but
yeah. Let's say the investment cost, the initial investment cost was less than buying a new sink.
Yeah. But a follow-up there with ham radio and 3D printing, I did remember we did quite a few streams or some videos about the CAD design as well for ham radio.
Yeah,
operators.
We had Ham Radio Dude, or Dude Tested as he's called now. He rebranded his channel, and I think he's in the chat. He was in the chat at least earlier, and you and him have done a lot of YouTube stuff about CAD design and designing ham radio parts.
Yeah, and we are also more of us that do the design, and we do it in different ways. So that could be also, if we're running out of topics, that could be a very good one to fill up with.
Yep. And the only thing better than having a 3D printer is actually having a friend with a 3D printer.
That is not right. The only thing better than having a 3D printer is having
two 3D printers. Yeah.
3D printers.
But back in the good old days when I started with 3D printer, people used to print their own 3D printers. Now they're lazy in buying them.
Yeah.
But of course, the quality was slightly worse.
Print speeds as well, and the you had to count the days it took to finish a print, not the hours.
Oh yes,
or minutes. Let's see,
minutes,
Tobias, I think you said it took 9 hours to print your NFED halfway box in your printer.
Yeah, just the body is 8 hours print. Yeah, so it's not the fastest printer, but
2 hours and 39 minutes. So things have happened in the 3D printer world.
Yeah, and those 2 hours.
I think so. Yeah. So maybe it's time for an upgrade after, I don't know. It's not yet 10. It's not a 10-year-old printer, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Jürgen, the next show, that's your thing, the FDA, their DX FDA tablet transceiver.
Yeah. That's Barb and Charlie, where I did the live stream from Friedrichshafen. That's a fantastic project. And can't wait to have them on the show.
This is, I noticed this for the first time now, and I'm asking myself, why don't I have that?
I have asked myself the same thing, Bob. So
Yeah.
we'll see in 2 weeks if we end up getting one then.
You asked yourself why I don't have that?
Didn't we have we talked about having a show about satellites with Oscar Echo, and I forgot his name, the guy who does the Austrian Rundspruch, Jürgen.
Wolfgang?
Exactly.
OE1 WBS.
Yeah, I thought you asked him if he comes on the show, but maybe I
about
missed,
satellites? No, I do not remember, but I can ask him. No, he's doing 10 gigahertz and up, but satellites, I'm not sure.
I think for satellites, we talk about that. I forget what it's called, the American.
Sean Kutzko. I can't remember his call sign right now. We've asked him before and never gotten a reply back. So, Sean, if you're watching this, please get back to us. We need to have a satellite expert on the show.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to that FDA tablet transceiver, though, because it seems like a really nice project, the little I've seen on it.
You know what the coolest thing about this transceiver is? It's not having all in some kind of tablet style computer. The coolest thing is syncing the software via on air. So the software is checking when the transmissions are ending or starting, and is syncing the time. That's amazing. That's amazing. You don't need a satellite GPS.
You don't need a
time
GPS,
or
right?
Yeah. No. That's amazing.
JTDX, it's an alternative FT8, FT4 implementation that does the same thing, or you can ask it to do the same thing to synchronize.
Yeah, but that did not work well for the last Move A expedition.
JTDX?
Yeah, they tried to use that sync functionality when they had some trouble with time sync and internet issues.
All right. Yeah, it's always worked very nicely for me. At multiple summits. But okay.
Yeah. And then we have a couple of shows about Field Day because Field Day is from 6th to 7th of September in Europe.
Yeah, first full weekend.
First full weekend of September. Irritating enough, the same weekend as All Asia contest. So we have that guy in Cyprus to annoy this year as well.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun if you are on the radio and you're calling CQ Field Day, and Asian hams coming back to you and they say serial number is 1,500 something, and my age is blah blah blah.
Yeah. Or as that guy on Cyprus tend to ask me, are you really 463 years old? with a slightly annoyed undertone. So we'll do a show about preparation first, and then how it actually went. And I've actually seen the last couple of days that a lot of Norwegian clubs are canceling their field days, which I think is a pity.
Yeah,
I have a feeling I know why that is. They're fed up from hearing about it on every single Norwegian Facebook group about ham radio.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's why. So,
I know at least for the local club here, it also crashes with something called beredskapsdagen, or the preparedness day, which a lot of people do, which is the weekend after, at least in Haugesund. So like small groups can't do that, but I think it's really sad and strange that so many are canceling, because it used to be a very important one.
And Field Day is a lot of fun, and it can be done in so many ways. It can be done all out contesting. It can be done socially. We're of course going to win this year since a lot of clubs have canceled. But besides that, it's a social thing, though. It's all about setting things up temporarily, and as portable activators, we actually have an edge on doing Field Day. We have the equipment, we have the knowledge, we have the antennas and radios that are quickly deployable. And then we have N1MM in network, which is not really fun to do, but at least my club makes it work most of the time.
Morten, what's your call sign? What's the club call sign in field day?
Lima Alpha 9 Hotel.
Okay. So.
And a lot of people from our Discord are actually going to be operating as Lima Alpha 9 Hotel for this field day.
Yep.
There is you're not allowed to self-spot, but you're allowed to use other people's spots. Isn't that correct?
Yeah. And other people can spot you, but you can't self-spot.
So I would say maybe if you're in the Discord in the community, then check the Calling CQ channel, and maybe you can pick up plenty of other people taking part in the European field day.
Yeah, and just so that said, I'm not gonna bring the Flex this year. That got a little bit too complicated last year.
Yeah, you want to do it simple, right? So maybe that we'll be doing some here. Might get a visitor from some other country, so we may be out doing a field day or something. So that could be fun.
Yep.
But
and if you don't have a field day to go to, check with your local club, and if you're close to any of us, at least the ones that are doing field day, send us a message and we can certainly point you in the right direction.
And you don't have to be a club. You can actually do it yourself as well, which is much less sociable. So it's very nice. But it is, as so many other contests or most others, it's not compatible with portable work. So you can't do one SOTA and then another SOTA and then a third SOTA. You have to operate from the same location, roughly.
Yep. And then after the field day special, we have YouTube's new ham radio comment. She's on frequency. I've never seen a ham radio channel grow that fast, actually.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. That actually took some work because apparently she's on a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So scheduling that actually took quite an effort. And I see that everyone sent reminder around September 1st. So now everyone's seen that. And then I figured, why not do another round of the ham radio quiz night?
That's good. Like which transistor or which capacitor size should you use here?
Yeah, we'll do it as last time. A little bit of a mix between the hard technical stuff and the more fun questions, I think.
There can be fun, hard technical questions. It is possible.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
You just have to do it correctly.
But my point was that we'll do a little bit for everyone there.
Yep.
And then Tobias, you had a suggestion.
I had a suggestion. Can ChatGPT solve our ham radio problems? Was that my suggestion?
That was your suggestion.
I think the suggestion was to just have a bit fun with it, right? So if we ask it, how would you, I don't know, do this and that? Let's see what it comes up with, right? So it tells you.
I can tell you something because I did a dry run on Friday on this, and ChatGPT is not as wrong as it used to be. So the fun aspect of it might disappear a little bit.
Okay, so you see the hilarious answers. Well, maybe we just ask it to wire a plug. Yeah, that is usually a safe bet to get some laughs out of it.
No, we'll see if actually ChatGPT is usable or not. And then Yankee Oscar 3 GNU, Andre, asked if we could do a show on Ham Clock, and he could be helping us with some resources, he said. And I said, thank you for inviting yourself as a guest. 5 minutes later, we confirmed him.
Yeah, that's very good. We actually used one of his Ham Clocks, I think, from Bornholm. Mihai did a remote login to... I can't remember whether that was a remote desktop or VNC, but he did a remote login to check a remotely hosted ham clock. I think that was hosted by Andre. So very cool project.
Ham clock is really cool, and I really need to revisit that again. But then I need another screen in my shack, but that's usually never an issue. So let's see. And then Dave over at Irish Ham Radio called me the other day, and he actually did a voice call with me. I love when people do that instead of ending up texting back and forth in emails and trying to find a date. And he was thinking about, he'd been traveling a lot over the summer and noticed that didn't really matter where people lived because no one uses repeaters anywhere.
No.
And a little bit of a show on that, and the fact that we actually got to use our frequencies in order to actually keep them, as you now can see.
Especially our 70 centimeter frequencies.
I was just going to say that,
right?
because 70 centimeters is actually in play now due to some satellite use, and I haven't really looked into it. I'm not sure how severe that is, but we need to use our bands, and so that'd be a good discussion. And then we have about 9 free dates, so we need your suggestions.
Yep.
The holiday edition.
Yeah, so maybe we should do on the 7th or on the 14th, maybe something, what to get for Christmas, right? I mean, it's not very original,
absolutely.
but it's the time. You have to give a bit of advance notice to your relatives what they should order you, right?
If people are ordering from abroad, we probably should have that show now.
Yeah, maybe, but earlier than the 7th, I think, at least.
Yeah,
so.
I think so. End of November somewhere. I'll put that in the sheet right now. This is just an image, so you won't see me get that. But let's see, October 16th. Is that a little bit later? 23rd.
No, November 16th, you mean?
November. Of course, November 16th. Yeah.
November. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be
Christmas
good.
shopping show.
Yes, get the orders in early. That's the spirit.
Yep. This is how
we can do a last minute ham presents on the 14th.
Yeah.
like when you get on petrol stations.
Yeah. Andre says cheapest ham radio presents list. None of these presents are going to be cheap.
No, that's not the point, is it?
Renee suggests ham pie. Is that the
ham pie? It's a distribution by.
It's a distribution that I've tried and not really liked, I think. But that's just me being predict. That's just my opinions here.
Yeah. I've never tried it, but lots of cool pie stuff. There's
I never ever had a real proper in quotes Raspberry Pi. I only had the 0W and the 0W2 for my hotspot, so I have no idea how a proper RPI experience looks like.
Yeah, that could probably be a show. Raspberry Pi and ham radio. There's a lots of things we can do with that.
Yep. Good idea, I have started looking into DigiPi now. I've been a patron for DigiPi for 2 years now, I think, but I've never actually downloaded or installed the image. So I figured it's about time to do that.
Yep.
And that's basically our autumn season of the European Ham Radio Show, and more things will come. We won't have blank spots for all of the dates here.
Right. I mean, if we get Vince in once, that is probably also a good thing. Invite them again.
So Vince, just send us a message and actually tell us when you want to be on and what you want to talk about.
Yes.
And we are getting close to the drawing of Bob's Power Meter. So hashtag Bob's Power Meter in the chat if you haven't put that in.
To be fair, I didn't want to ruin your hashtag, but it is a voltage meter, not a power meter.
It is. You're really. But we're not going to do another drawing now.
No, we're not. So close enough.
Is this related to Bob's Burgers?
I don't know how to answer that.
No, it's a TV show, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Okay. Yep.
I don't think Bob knows pop culture.
Oh.
I'm very proud of that fact. In fact,
Andy's here.
Andy's here. Yeah,
hey,
we get a lot of more Bob's Power Meter
Andy.
right now, so
Yep.
that's good.
Yeah. So should
Um,
we give it
should
another
we-
minute and then do the drawing of Bob's voltage meter with the hashtag
Yep.
Bob's Power Meter?
Yeah.
We don't want any complaints that you got the wrong thing. Yeah.
no. It's good to be. Yeah, I don't think any of
We're
our
happy-
viewers would actually
we
connect
are by-
RF into this thing, but yeah, let's be safe.
we are by nature pedantic, so
Some more than others.
Yeah, but the good thing is about a voltage meter is it doesn't really matter on which side you connect the battery on which side you connect the output. Yeah, so that's that makes misuse much harder, right?
That is true. That is true.
and I'm going to bring the screen up here, and we'll give it another 18 seconds, I think. So when we're at 56 minutes blank, we'll do the drawing.
That's good.
So 18 people at the moment, and that's decent. That's half of our viewer base.
Yep.
Yep.
And
good.
everybody needs a voltage meter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, we are past 56 minutes. So I'm going to press draw here, and let's see who wins this. This is actually pretty exciting.
Yeah. Now Kjetil gets it.
Oh,
I know it.
James!
No.
James!
hey,
Hey!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, James. Looks like 5. That's Texas, isn't it? We have actually sent quite a few prizes to Texas over the years. So another one.
Yeah.
James, cq@hamshow.eu. Just send us your address, and I'll make sure to put it in an envelope and send it to you. I've had some mixed experiences with the USPS, so it may take a few weeks, but I'll make sure you get it.
I think
So-
most people have had mixed experiences with that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But this is cool, Bob. Thank you so much for giving this away. And congrats again, James. And I'm going to find my arrow, which is on this screen, and click here. So next week, ham radio and 3D printers. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, and especially since I think most of us here have modern 3D printers, except for Tobias. So, you know what you need to do for next week, Tobias.
Yeah.
You think I should get one ordered and set up before we have the show, right?
Yeah, or you can do
It takes only 2 days, Tobias. When you order at this 3D company in Germany, 2 days.
That
Yeah.
depends.
Okay.
You get. I have to get this in, Tobias. If you do really consider the Prusa printer, I really dislike all the crap that that other 3D printer company has done to their terms of service and their customers. They have excellent, fantastic printers, no doubt about it, at a very, very, very good price. But I just can't bring myself to buying one of these printers, so I'm holding out for the Prusa one. Definitely, it's not really ready with the multi-material support thing. That's not really finished yet, so I haven't ordered it. But I'm going to go for the Prusa one. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm still struggling with myself. Yeah, pay the premium for the Prusa and do the decent thing, right? Or go for really something where you get something. But you always get something for your money these days. For a 3D printer, it's hard to buy a really terrible one. Not like in the early days,
Yeah.
but still, I basically narrowed it down to 3 models: the KD +4, the P1S, or the Prusa Core 1. Yeah, and I'm still. Thinking.
Just to be perfectly clear, I'm not saying these are bad printers. They're excellent printers. They're at least as good as the Prusa one, I'm quite sure. But it's the freedom type thing. It's where you want to risk being locked into the ecosystem of the makers of that printer, and I'm just not willing to risk
exactly.
that. So
And
that's my
I
only
think
gripe
at
with
least KD had some teething problems with their power supplies. I think some of those printers caught fire, and when people opened them up, the wiring was like not to my, how should I say, slightly distressed German tidiness, right? I mean, it's just crisscrossing, shortest way from where the wire starts to where the connector is on the PCB. Yeah, so it's really, it's like a spider web. The PCB sits in there, and I mean, I think, come on, guys, you know, spend €5 more, do a proper cable management. Everybody will be happy, even if you don't see it. Make a few high quality photos, put it on the marketing sheet, then people will pay the €5 more for proper wiring. This is just stupid.
Yeah,
I foresee a new video now with Tobias rewiring the entire printer before.
I
turning
think
it
so.
on.
Yeah, that might actually happen if I get a cheap one. I might void a warranty on day 2 because it drives me nuts if I know that the cables inside are not tidy.
I'd watch that video for sure. So yeah.
And on that note, we'll be back
A lot of
tomorrow.
cursing. Yeah, it might not be a video that is acceptable.
Let's try this again. We won't be back tomorrow, but we'll be back next week with ham radio and 3D printing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for making us monetized, and thank you for following along on this journey. 7-3, guys. See you next week.
7-3.
Bye.
Bye.